Hi, and welcome back to the Interesting Chords corner, where I present a particular chord with a particular voicing and then demonstrate it in context. In today's lesson, I'd like to talk about a voicing that is derived from stacked chords. Let me first play the voicing, and when I show you how I derived it, you'll sort of figure out what I'm talking about. So the voicing I'm going to show today is for an E flat major 9. And this is the voicing. So I have an E flat, F, G, B flat, D in the left hand, and an F, B flat, D, and F in the right hand. So first of all, how was this derived? Well, if you just take E flat major, add a major 7th, and a major 9, then really all I've done in this voicing is double some of the notes. So I've taken this B flat and doubled it up here, then this D and doubled it up here, and this F and doubled it both up here and down here. And this is the voicing I derived. Now, the reason I call this stacked voicing is because these are really two chords, one on top of the other. If you look at the left hand, it's playing basically an E flat major 9. You can also just play an E flat major 7. And the right hand is playing really a B flat major. And I'm overlaying them one on top of the other. And this is a really convenient way of deriving new and interesting voices. And we've discussed this on this channel, and there are quite a few videos on the topic, which you're ready to go look up yourself. We're going to stick with this one for now. And the sort of, when you come to look at these stacked chords, first of all, they're nice because they introduce some sort of harmonic ambiguity. And ambiguity is usually a good thing, because it gives you kind of a more mature, modern, abstract sound. Well, at least it's a good thing in some cases. Now, when you actually look at stacked chords that sound nice, then the obvious choice, the first choice that usually works, is taking a chord, like E flat major, and playing the chord which is a fifth above it, or sometimes below it. So above it, I'll get a B flat. So I have an E, and above it, a fifth above it is a B flat, so I'm playing an E flat major and a B flat major. So this is another way of looking at the same voicing. Another combination that works is taking a chord, let's say a major chord, and playing the chord which is basically a major second above it, or two semitones above it, which for the case of E flat would be F. So I could combine E flat major with F major, which also gives a kind of a nice sound. Now let me demonstrate this in context. So actually I'm going to slightly alter the sound. I'm not going to play just piano, but I've added an electric piano on top of it. And let me just play the progression, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. It's going to be a progression in F major. Let me walk you through the chords I've played. So the first one was really a B flat major, but it wasn't really a B flat major. It had these additional tensions, And if you look closely, then in the left hand, I was playing a B flat major 7th. The 7th was just taken down an octave. In the right hand, I was playing a C major. And when you think about it, this is a B flat major 11th. Then the next chord kind of looks like an F major 7th in the left hand. This is an F major 7th, and you can just take down the 5 and move this F up here, and I get this shell voicing kind of for an F major 7, and this had its C on top. And in terms of voicing, what I was playing here was really an F major 9, and we actually had an Interesting Chords video specifically on the voicing that looked very much like this for a major 9 chord, so go back and look it up. The next voicing was really the voicing I already presented. Here it is. And this led into, and this is sort of a B flat major over bass of C. So this is like a 4 chord over bass of 5 in the key of F. And then resolve to the root. The second part was just like the first with slightly different voicings. Now the reason I went for a slightly different voicing here is because if I used the full voicing it would sound a bit muddy. So I only retained sort of kind of the most fundamental, or I won't say fundamental, but maybe powerful parts of the left hand voicing, which is a B flat and an F, like a 5th, and I retained the right hand voicing. And this was the second voicing, and again I kind of avoided using this E here in the left hand because I think I'm a bit too low for this to sound good. Now here again, I didn't use the full voicing, but rather chose to play in the left hand just the root of the chord and the 5th of the chord. It's kind of the same voicing as the one I presented. And this voicing is just like the one we played an octave above. It's an B flat major over a bass of C. And then resolve to the root. That's it. I hope you've learned something interesting, and I'll see you next time.